So, welcome, Taurus. I'm Karen, this is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. I was in the middle of laying out the cards and I lost power, so I had to stop. I didn't want to, I just stopped. I didn't do anything more, but I'm just laying out the cards. So, this reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. We're taking a look at romantic relationships or love relationships. This is for beginning of June into beginning of July. I'm using Mystic Palette Tarot today. Yep, and it's Taurus. So what I've laid out so far for you, Taurus, is Nine of Swords in current situation, Four of Wands in past influence, Five of Cups in present influence, Wheel in your negative area, Five of Swords in your positive, Page of Wands in what you don't see, Three of Cups in what to look for, unexpected is Knight of Swords, and your challenge is Seven of Swords. Future influence is the Hangman, and now we're going to get to the outcome is, let's see, outcome for Taurus for love is Two of Wands. And where does this lead? This is Nine of Pentacles, right? I'm not used to these cards. Yes, it is. And after that. So there's something really here. Ten of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is Four of Swords. So I would say it's interesting with the Four of Swords being at the bottom of the deck and the Four of Wands being in your past influence, but just because they're both fours. But I do feel like there is some kind of, as far as relationships goes, there's a little bit of a rest here. Or healing that you're working on. You may be working on something that you're trying to kind of put at rest. That's the feeling I'm getting. With the Four of Wands and the past influence, this is, I feel like there was something or someone you were definitely celebrating with, or you alone, or I feel like it was a good combination, or it is even. There's just some things happening right now that are getting in the way. You have your current situation is Nine of Swords. There's something come into your life that's really disappointed you, the Five of Cups. And that's kind of where you're at now. There's something where you feel like you've lost something, but you're not looking at what you've gained along the way or what you have in front of you. The Five of Cups is all about that. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't feel the disappointment and understand the disappointment and live it, because that's how we learn, and we can't just ignore it because it's there. But it's brought a lot of anxiety. You've got some anxiety happening right now. Whether this is about love or not, I don't know. All I can tell you, it has to do with this Five of Cups. So if there's been some kind of disappointment where you feel like something's been taken away, and that's causing you anxiety, which is affecting all your life areas probably to some degree or another. That's the feeling I'm getting. The negative is the Wheel. I feel like you feel like things aren't going your way. And that's why this is in the negative. If you believe in a higher power of any kind, God, the divine, whatever you believe, the Wheel is about going where you're supposed to be going where the divine is leading you. And I feel like this is in the negative because you don't, it's almost like you don't agree with it. No, I want to be here and I'm disappointed that I didn't get there. And so this Wheel is in your negative to that respect. It's how you're looking at it. Your path is now feels different to me than you were expecting it to feel. The Five of Swords is in your positive, though. It's up to you on how much fight to give this. How much you have it in you. This is what this is saying because it's in the positive. The only thing I say with the Five of Swords is if you go into fight or, go into battle, so to speak, keep in mind that the other party may not be playing fairly, or you can win, you can lose. So it's up to you on how much energy you put into that. But whatever it is, whatever you decide, this is saying that you have this fight in you. You definitely can do it, and it's really up to you. It's up to you. The Page of Wands is in what you don't see. So here is, I think, important, and this almost doesn't feel like love to me, but put it in how it resonates. The Page of Wands is saying, sometimes, so what you don't see is that there could be an energy where you could put all in and go for it and not think so hard about it. I don't feel like it's a message, but I feel like it's a growth. That sometimes when we go all in on something, we don't always get our way, but we did it, and we can pat ourselves on the back for it. And I think part of what you don't see is that this energy that you've gone all in is going to bring you something. It just may not be what you're expecting out of it. You may see this as your goal, and you're not reaching that goal, but this is giving you something maybe better to come along. So keep that in mind. 3 of Cups is what to look for. You know, I feel like if you're in a position where you're feeling like you've been disappointed, look for the people around you that bring you up, that give you support, that, you know, give you, I don't know, you know, those people, you have them that really like take you up a notch, that make you feel good. Whether it's about the situation or not doesn't matter. You know, sometimes we just need to feel good. And I feel like this is what is happening here. Now, the Knight of Swords, this almost doesn't feel like love to me. I'm sorry. Maybe it is, like, you decide. Like, I don't see anything screaming about love or relationships here. What I do see is you being disappointed. And it could have been about somebody. But it could be about something. So please take it as it resonates. The Knight of Swords is in your unexpected. I feel like there's something else that you're going to just really go for. There's something here to be said that you're going to go all in, and it's going to come in something really, or an energy is going to come in pretty quickly and almost chaotically. And it's going to feel that way. Like when we have the Knight of Swords, it's chaotic, you know, because the Knight of Swords is a person, or even if it's a thing, it comes in with a specific intent. And it can shake you up if you're not on that same page. You're like, oh my God, wow, this is coming in. And I wasn't expecting this. And I want to go here, but this is taking me there. So there's like something going to come in that's really going to drive you a little bit like going, oh, crud. But it gives you a new opportunity to move forward. The challenge is the 7 of Swords. And I feel like this is about being honest with yourself, honestly, because the 7 of Swords is about deception or theft or someone taking something that's not theirs. It could also be about you taking back your life. But more importantly, it can be about deception. And I think in this case, it's being a challenge saying, I don't think anyone's deceiving you, but don't deceive yourself. Don't give yourself a false narrative. You know, speak true to yourself. Don't deceive your own being, who you are, what you want to do, you know, because that's going to be a challenge. There's something in here where you're almost saying one thing, but you're doing something different. So you're almost being a little bit deceiving yourself in a certain respect. So look for that. That could be a challenge to get through that and to be honest with your true intentions, which I do believe happens because you have the Hangman in your future influence, which tells me that you're taking the time out to completely self-reflect, look at things from a different angle, to make your plans, because the next card is Two of Wands. This is where I want to go. This is what I want to do. And this is how I'm going to get there. But it comes from looking at things completely differently, because you're so focused on what you don't have that you're forgetting that what you do have right in front of you. And once you see that with the Hangman, you're going to be able to make your plans moving forward. I do feel like, so where does this lead? It leads 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Definitely forward motion. And these are two really good cards. Now, the reason why I don't say relationship, because the 9 of Pentacles is all about being independent, being successful in an independent way. However, the 10 of Pentacles can be about a relationship because it's family, home. But I feel like more importantly, you realize everything that you can do and everything that you've done and has led you to success for where you're at, 9 of Pentacles, and is going to further your success no matter what happens right now, because you're going to make new plans and you're going to get this moving, and you will be in a position that you feel like you're very successful. Now, if this is love, it doesn't feel that way to me a lot, but I would say that there is definitely an energy here with the 10 of Pentacles where you could be coming into a very strong relationship. So if this is a relationship, it's very strong and it'll be very long lasting and it'll be very stable for you. And I do feel like there's something here with the 4 of Wands that you could be celebrating somebody too. But there's something in the way with that 9 of Swords, and I don't feel like that's the relationship. I feel like that's something else, because I just do. I feel like it's something else that's happening in your life that's causing you to be anxious, which is taking you a step away from the relationship. However, I think it's still good because you end up fine if we're talking strictly love. And if we're talking strictly this situation, you come out of it fine because you decide that you are going to take the time out to really self-reflect and look at this differently. And then it leads to a really good place. What is our advice for Taurus? Oh, this is Temperance. So this is just about, the advice is simple here. Try to keep everything, keep your emotions in check, keep them balanced. Don't get over emotional or over excited or over anything or under anything. Try to keep everything on an even keel, because that's going to help you move forward. Expressing anger, hurt, or pain isn't going to get you where you need to be. It doesn't mean you don't need to talk about it with somebody. I'm not saying that, but if you really want to move forward and really want to get to a better place, you just need to take that all your emotions and just go, okay, I need to have an even playing field here in my head and in my heart, and I just need to keep everything cool. And it's also about keeping the passion and the love in balance too. When we're talking about relationships, sometimes there can be a lot of passion and sometimes there can be a lot of love. It's like putting those two together and molding them into love with passion, or passion with love, either way, but making them an even, because I see the Temperance a lot with the fire and the water. That's how I see it. And I'm thinking here, put those passion and the love and what's in your heart, together to make the relationship better, or to make yourself more balanced, giving yourself a balanced playing field, especially when we're dealing with emotions. Because sometimes if we're too strong emotionally and we speak out of our heart, sometimes, depending on the situation, sometimes that's really important in a relationship. But if this 9 of Swords and 5 of Cups is something not a relationship, you just want to keep that even balance here, even emotional, straightforward. So there you have it, Taurus. Let me know what you think. Comments, I really appreciate them, and take care. Have a beautiful day.